Now, in March last year, the Oyo State government inaugurated a model in the education system called School Governing Board, SGB. Is a key component of the education reform being undertaken by the Oyo State government. Now, it's 1 year now after the initiative was born. How has it fared? I'm being joined by the Commissioner for Education in Oyo State, Professor Adeniyi Olofela, and the Special Advisor on Education to the Governor, Dr. B.C. Akin-Alawi. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.
Right, so let me start with you, Professor. What informed the introduction of this school governing board
Thank you very much.
State?
You will recall that in the year 2012, Oyo State Governor set up an education summit to look at the education in Oyo State because of failure of the past. Because when you look at the pass rate in the state, it has been abysmally low. You have a situation whereby you have a percentage, rate of passes has been between 3% to 21%. So the summit recommended several options. And when government wanted to start in the year 2016, the government was misunderstood. That was when people rioted, the government wanted to sell school and things like that. But not deterred by the misunderstanding in the society that time, government set up a 31-man committee to look at what we need to do so that education in Oyo State will be better. And they came up with a recommendation that there should be a school governing board, that is a board that will oversee all schools, all secondary schools in the state, so that we will change the paradigm. The composition of the board is such that you have 9 members. You have, and it contains all stakeholders. Who are the stakeholders? Parent associations, all student associations, philanthropists, local government in which the school resides, and local inspectors of education. All of them are in this board, making 9. The membership is 9.
So how do they work? How does it work?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to explain. So in principle, the board owns the school. That means they have absolute management control over the school. Although government pays the fees of the teachers and non-teaching staff, but aside from that one, everything which has to do with infrastructural development and management of the school, they are started with as the responsibility of the board. That's how we have been doing the last 1 year. And in all honesty, I must tell you that it has been working like a magic wand, because the caliber of people that are in this board, they are people who have made it in society. And the members are not drawing kobo for either from the government or from the school system.
Okay, just before we come to that area, you're trying to talk about the funding. Now, there's another initiative attached to this you call Oyo Messi. BC, so what is the relevance of this Oyo Messi in the total education policy?
Thank you. Oyo Messi is an acronym for Oyo State Model Education System Intervention. So basically, it is looking inward into solutions that will allow our state to deliver a fit-for-purpose educational offering. So basically, we looked down the memory lane and we looked at the issues bedeviling the education sector in our state, and we decided that we need to look for a model that will look at education in an holistic manner. And as such, we came up with the Oyo State Model Education System Intervention, and at the same time, we came up with the School Governing Board as a plank upon which the Oyo Messi model is operating. So you can say that the SGB is the hardware, and the Oyo Messi project is the software. So basically, we're looking at the holistic thing, total education model, in that we're looking at character education, that's strand 1. Strand 2, we're looking at inculcating character. Strand 2, we're looking at introduction of content, local content that will be fit for our society, and that gave the rise to the technical university. It's part of our content that we've put in. You can also say that even the SGB is a content, it's a localized solution that we have put in as an intervention into the education system to ensure that we achieve quick wins without having to do a lot of other things while we're looking at the a permanent solution. And strand 3 is about improving teachers' competencies and motivation. So really, we have a number of winning formula in Oyo State. We have the SGB, which is the infrastructural, which is the management base, which is a plank, and we now give them capacity. We build the capacity of the members of the SGB through Oyomesi. We build the capacity of our teacher through Oyomesi. We have what we call the teacher's discount scheme with a card. We have a card. I should have brought the card up here. We have a card whereby anyone teaching in Oyo State will have to have that card to show their competencies based on the models of the continued professional development system that we've put in place. So basically...
You have to send them for training?
For training, yes, and it's free for all our teachers. And another unique point of Oyomesi is that it increases access to all. Oyomesi is not just for the public school, but also for the private schools. Private schools will need to show the priorities of Oyomesi, which is character education, content, localized educational content, and teacher continued professional development. Because we found out that there's a dearth of capacity in our teachers, because especially in the public and in the private schools, because they don't send their teachers for training because they want to maximize their profit. So as such, every well-meaning government in the world look into education, because we believe that that's a shortcut for us to achieve the sustainable development goals, to reduce poverty, to give freedom to our students. Right now, we've done so many things under Oyomesi. We have done exchange programs. We've taken children to oil rigs to take them out of the classroom. And we have really used Oyomesi to reignite the passion for learning. Our teachers are motivated. Our pupils are excited about learning. And we've used it to reduce the problem of truancy, the antisocial behavior exhibited by our pupils. Because our governor, Senator Abiola Ajimobi, always acts on quality education, because he always refers back to his own background, and he believes that education has given him the platform at which he's able to perform right now.